Well, good evening, everyone, team. Let's start the session for today. Meanwhile, others can join parallelly. So, 1 second, team. Let me share my screen. Okay. So, in the yesterday session, team, we were talking about our descriptive flex fields concept in the system, team. So, as part of that, I was explaining you what is a DFF in the Fusion application, team, and what are the different types of flex fields we have in the Fusion application. What is a flex field, I told you, and how to configure the custom flex field in the system we have seen, team. And when I'm explaining you the flex field, I have also shown you what are the two different ways that we can define our flex field in the Fusion system, team, right? Something like going to the highlighting the flex field, going to the DFF section, creating the flex field, or directly clicking on add global segment and how to create the flex field we have seen yesterday, team. Two ways how to deal with we have seen. And when you configuring the flex field in the system, team, the concept of value set, what is value set? I have explained you yesterday. So what is format only? What is independent value set? We have seen, team. We have three more that we have to touch base. But within flex fields, we have one extended concept, team. See, if I go to the screen, my client group, new person, okay, hire an employee, right, team? So here, someone renamed this one. Just give me 1 second, team, because today morning we got the new environment and some people of your previous batch, they're practicing. Just give me 2 minutes. I will try to make how the first time it looks like. 2 minutes, team. What I'm doing, you please ignore. Oh my goodness. I would have checked this before the class. Just give me 2 minutes. What I'm doing, you please ignore. Because your previous batch people, they were practicing in this instance and they defined all these context sensitive segments already. Let me clear them off and I will make the system ready. First time how it looks like when you were working in the real-time projects, team. Okay, I have done that. So what I have done, please ignore, team. Just I'm making the system ready, how it will be for the first time when you come to the screen. So let me sign out and sign in. After that changes, team. Let me check it out in the system now. Okay, my client group, new person, hire an employee, still that is coming. Okay, this is what team. See, whenever we come to this respective screen, when we highlight the flex field team here, the DFF section available, these things customly how to create, we have seen. Either you can go to this or you can directly create this. Here, there is something called a context value coming up team. This is what I want to explain you now. From day one, whenever we configuring our enterprise divisions, legal entity, everywhere team, along with the action reason field, we are getting that field name called context value. What do you mean by context value concept in DFF team? This is one of the extended concept within the Fusion application team. What is that? Let's suppose my client asking me a requirement like this team, the field name as, okay, Kumar, we want a field name like employee office type Kumar. This field we want. For that particular field, we want these two values. I mean to say, in my client organization, all employees will work in head office, okay, branch office, and a site office. They have three offices types team. All the employees are catered into three different offices. So my client asking me, Kumar, give me one field by name employee office type. And these are the values should come to that. The moment HR select any value to this field, the associated segment should open up. So for head office, my client telling me again, HO name, okay, and HO city. HO city. Then for branch office value, BO name and BO city. Then for site office, SO name and SO city. Okay. See team, this is main field. Here, the field will come as employee office type. For that, the context should be these things. Head office, branch office, site office. Whenever HR select the value for that field, the moment HR select head office, these two segments will open up. HR further will capture HO name and HO city details, where one segment is depending on another segment value. See team, for this value, these two segments are dependent. For this value, these two segments. For this value, these two segments. It means what in the front end, only this field I will see here team. Employee office type, when HR come to this screen. The moment HR pick up the value, the associated segments will open up team. So here team, we call this as a context type segmented team. We call it as context type segment. Okay. This is team context values team or context. Okay. This is a context sensitive context type or context value segment team. Okay. Context type, or you can call it as context value segment. These are the context team, and these are context sensitive segments team. These are context sensitive segments team. Okay. So let me give some color coding here. Okay. So this is context value or a context type segment team. For this, we have to define the context, means the values for that team. For each context, you have to define the context sensitive segments, the dependent segments team. Let me configure it in the system and deploy it. You will understand more easily team. Now, this is my client requirement team. This is the main field it should show, and the value should come to that field are this. When HR pick up any value to that field, the more associated segment should open up there. So let us define what is this context value type segments in DFF team. So let me go to the settings button. Okay. Then come to edit icon team. So custom segments, you can define individual segments. If you want, you can define here. Here team context segment is there. For every DFF section, we have context segment in the system team. Okay. The prompt, whatever that you are seeing here, is coming from here team for the context segment. Here you have to give employee office type. You want to create this one also as an individual field like this team. Directly you tag the value set, then these things you can capture team default definition electric instruction like that. But I want the requirement like this. I want to define context for that field and the sensitive segments to that field. See team? So context segment I came employee office type. These things you can give team. When I keep a cursor on that field, what I want. Okay, so I'm giving test, instruction, help text, these things. Here team, once you rename your context value field, what you want, once save it team, and then come to manage context. Come to manage context. So team here, for this context values type segment, context we have to define. These are values to that field team, context. So here come to manage context. Click on plus icon team. Create context you will land upon. Head office, display name. Code and API automatically will take up. And here team, whenever you defining the context for the segment team, context sensitive segments, the associated dependent segments to this value of this field, we have to define. See, when you defining context sensitive fields, segments, this one team I'm talking about. So here you can click on save once, then the plus icon will come team. Come here. So you will land upon create segment. Same yesterday how we defined the custom field. So my field name is HO name. Okay. Then default data type. Okay. Then value set. See team, for this field, if you want a list of drop down values, you tag the value set, whatever you define team. Here I am using in this demo instance that I already created one value set of free format type, 30 characters one. I'm using that team. Format only value set I defined that I'm using team as of now. Then rest of the things team, same. How you want that field, prompt, definition, text. Okay, these are all things you can give team. Save and close. Then one more segment team, HOCT. Okay. HOCT. Okay. For this also team, I'm using that format only. Free form open type value set I'm giving team. Okay. Segments we have to define like this team. Okay. So for head office, 2 segment, not necessarily restricted to 2. If you have more also, you can define team. As of now, I'm giving 2 segments for head office context. These 2 sensitive segments of that context I'm defining. Next, save and close. Then after we have branch office. Define that context team. Save plus icon. The sensitive segments of that we have to define team. Branch office name. Right team? Okay. The same type I'm using as of now. Then the display height and size of that field, how much I want I'm giving team. Then save and close. Then one more. Branch office city. Okay. Branch office city. Save and close. So see team, we defined it for branch office. Similarly, site office, you can define that, but let me conclude here with these 2 only team. Okay. Okay. Now let me complete that. Save and close. Now see team, what I did, context value type segment I am defining. Employee office type. For that, these are the context team, branch office and head office. For each context, the associated segments, custom fields I defined team. See, for branch office name, BO city. For head office name, head office city. Now let us check it out team. Save and close, deploy the flex field team. Now once the deployment completed here, let us go and check in the UI level, how that field will come in the system team. What we have to do every time after our deployment team, sign out and then sign in again. Okay. So as I told you in demo instances, try to do it couple of times team. Okay. So let me do one more time. Come to sign out and then come to sign in, right? my client group, new person, hire an employee, scroll down, still the deployment not happened. Let me do one more time. But usually in real-time projects, you don't need to do this many times, team. Just once if you do, that is sufficient. Okay. Come here, my client group, new person, hire an employee. Now you come team here. See, you got a field by name, employee office type. This field came up here, team. We keep my cursor there. Text I given, no definition help text, instruction help text, that coming up team here, test, see. And see team, branch office, head office. These options coming up team for that field. The context. The moment I select that context, the associated segments will open up. See, the moment I select, okay, employee belong to head office. I'm selecting the head office team. Then the associated segments opened up, see team. Here I can capture what I want for that employee team. See, where one segment is depending upon another segment value. Let's say branch office, I will give team now. See, that segments will open up. BO name, BO city. That is what team context value type segment in the Fusion system. So this is one of the extended concept within our flex field. Okay. This one we are seeing from day one in our enterprise screen, location, division, everywhere, context value. It means on that page, we have the DFF creation section available and context value type segment also provisioned there. That is what context value concept team. So team, this is how flex fields we can configure in the system. Now, before going to the next concept for the day team, within flex fields, yesterday we discussed about the value set concept. Format only means what I have shown you, like this, it will come team, field will come like this, free format value set if you assign. Independent value set if you assign, yesterday we have seen team. Okay, when you click on the drop down, the values will be coming up to that field, right? That like that it will come. Now we have three more sets team. You can take it on a lighter note. Maximum requirements you will best fit under this two only team. But we have three more types of value sets. What are they? Let us see team. See, yesterday we created one value set for the field employee project name. Actually, this is a new instance today team. Okay, fine. 1 second. Let me check out whether I have any value set by that name. Because yesterday I was using ETAJ. Today morning we got the new environment. I lost that. Let me check out team whether any value set of that is there. Let me remove this team. Some people are practicing, but not up to the mark this thing. Let me delete it and quickly do one thing. Yesterday we created one field, just I'm again creating it again quickly for our understanding purpose team. Okay. So what I did team here yesterday, value set when I'm creating in the system, I define independent type value set team here. Global HR. Okay, I defined with independent value set team, character format. Okay. Text maximum length 15. These all things I have shown you team. Let me quickly create it because I have to use this thing in the coming sets. Okay, project A. Because of the instance upgrade, I'm redoing the things or else it is not required team. Project C, project D, project E. Okay. Just quickly, I'm making this field creation again. That's all. Okay. Nothing much. So let me do sign out and sign in and check it out team. Still not updated. Let me do one more time. Okay. Now see team, we get a field here, employee project name with these values. Okay, already we have this in the system team. Now, this is the independent type value set we created and we map a team for this field, right? Now we have dependent value set team. What do you mean by dependent value set in the system? Huh? See, dependent means here my client have a field name called employee project name. For that, you given this value set team. My client expecting a field like this. Next, project code. My client expecting one more field here under this project name. One more field my client expecting project code. For that code, these are the values my client have team. Let's say, okay, some codes I'm giving team, the values of that codes, okay. Okay. Let's say these are the project codes of our client team. Here, what my client telling team, Kumar, I want to build a relationship. Prior to this, I created a field called project name. For project code, whatever are there, these codes are related to the previous field values, project A, B, C, D. So XCDR, these are related to project A. Then these two codes are related to project B. Then this code is related to project C. Then these two are related to project D. Okay. Then this is related to project E. See team, this is a new field. Here my client expecting employee project detail. In the single field, two values my client is going to capture. Employee project code is XCDR and that is part of project A. Employee code is DGDFG, that is part of project C. Whenever you might get confused here, Kumar, this concept also same only, no. Context value, what team? One segment is depending upon another segment value. That is context value. But here, dependent value set means within the single field, multiple values we are building team. In a single field, multiple values we are building. So team, the name itself is dependent. For any field, if you are creating dependent type value set, that will depend upon the independent value set of the other field team, the linkage field, what is there. So this is individual field. Now I'm creating project code. Every code is rational or relation to the project name team. I'm going to build that. So team, if you have to create the dependent value set team, you require the independent value set values to map with that team. How it happens, I'll show you, see. So for example, my client creating a flex field here, one more field by name, employee, okay, edit it. Project name is done, employee project code, okay. Employee project code, okay. Data type, 1 second, team. I should keep the name, it should auto take, sorry for that. Okay, character. Now here see team, whenever I'm defining this, I'll go to the value set, okay. Dependent value set DVS like that for my understanding purpose, I'm giving team. Module global HR that we have to use, the same module, okay. Very interesting team, please see. Okay. Then now team, I will create dependent. So when I'm creating dependent type value set team, system will ask us the independent value set what you are using team. See, dependent, I will choose. System asking me, you are creating this value set under which independent value set team? See, so here I will go with same, this thing, same team, character, text, minimum characters, maximum length, that all team. So here you have to map the independent value set that what you created yesterday, today team for the other field. Employee project name VS. See, this is the one we defined just now, no? Employee project name VS for this field. So when I'm creating for this field, the dependent type of value set, the independent value set I'm mapping. See how it will work. Save. Now go to manage values. Now for this dependent value set team, I'm creating the values team, XCDR. System will ask, this this dependent value set value is related to which independent value. See from where these are coming? Project A, B, C, D, E, K. We mapped, no? For this particular value set, the independent value set, the values of this, I'm using team. So XCDR is related to project A. Like this, we have to build the relationship team. This value is related to which independent value set value, like this team. Then this value. Okay. This is part of project B. Okay. Then this value. This is part of project B. Then next, this is part of project C. Like this team, all dependent value set values, you have to map with the independent values. So the code is this one, that is part of project A. The code is this one, that is part of project B. So in the front end, whenever HR capturing the value team in the single field, multiple value information will be stored team. So dependent value set means that one. Building the relationship with the independent value set fields. Kumar, always this kind of relationship client expect? No. So 90% for every field, we will create independent type value set. The list of values will be different. We will go ahead team. But this is one concept we have. If you want to bridge two fields relevancy team, so this independent value set will be useful to you. This is dependent. Then team, we have subset type of value set. What is this team? This is very unused concept, to be frank team. What is this team? Subset is the integral set within the independent. See, for dependent and subset, the source is independent only team. Subset is the smallest set within the independent team. For example, not in this screen team, not in identification screen. Here I define employee project name. In some other screen team, let's say on employment information screen at the assignment level, or not even at hire an employee. You take some other screen in the Fusion system team. Okay, employee absence applying screen or employee compensation applying screen. In any screen, okay, you take example team. This type of relevant field, my client expecting there also team. There my client expecting something called project details team, one field. Okay. On some other page, my client expecting the field like this team, project detail. Here my client telling, Kumar, I want only these three values to be coming up for this field. I want a field, Kumar, project detail. Only these three values I want for that field as a drop down. On some other screen, the requirement is there team. So you can ask me, Kumar, you can create a field and one more independent value set you define with these values. No, you can do that. But team, you can use independent value set and you can use the values from that for this field team. Subset, small set within the independent only. How means? I'll show you here, see team. For example, you come to flex field. Okay, I'm saving and close. I'm not deploying it every time, not required. So here, let's suppose team, I'm getting a field called, here only I'm showing it to you, but in some other screen, you understand the requirement team. Project detail, something is there team. Okay. So subset, if I define team, project detail, subset value set team. Okay. Module, I can choose subset. For subset also team, the source will be independent value set only. So you have to capture the independent value set. Okay. The one what we created. Employee project name VS. Okay. Save. Now see team, whenever I'm creating subset type of value set team, when I go to manage values, I won't get the option to add the values manually here. From the independent value set, the values I can search for my subset type of value set team. See now, here what is coming, just add it is not coming. Select and add coming team. If I come select and add, give a blank search. What are these team? A, B, C, D, E, F, K. From where these are coming? The independent value set. Now I'll select team, whatever the values I want. Only three values. Control A and select team. See? Now I'm creating this subset team with these three values in the system. from independent value set team. So this is again a question mark team. Why, Kumar, I should go with subset, looping the independent values in that? No, not required team. For this field also, if you want directly create an independent set and add that three values again, means you can do that way also. But Oracle given a kind of flexible concept. Independent value set you can use in dependent and subset also team. So that is subset, smallest set within the independent only. For any other field of relevant type on any other screen, if you are creating, you can use the independent value set values to create that team. Next team, table type value set. This is something important to understand. In some of the requirements, you might be required to work on this requirement team. What is this table type value set? From day one, I'm telling team, whatever in the Fusion application that we do in the front end, now I'm hiring an employee. These every attribute, every information will be stored in the backend database table stream. That's a technical concept actually. I mean to say any application you take team, it might be Fusion or SAP or any AWS, anything. Whatever that we working in the system in the UI level team, there will be a database in the backend. All this data will be stored in that team, right? In Fusion system also, we have the Oracle database team for our HCM database is there, for finance database, like that team. In that database team, based upon the business object we are working, different tables we have team. So if I go to tables and views in Fusion HCM team, just type it tables and views team. So, okay, latest one, if you want, you can move on to the latest one team. So every module team, HCM tables, okay, absence management tables, benefit modules, okay, compensation module, fast formula, core HR, payroll, everything team. If you expand the tables, all these are tables in the core HR module team. I mean to say all these screens, whatever that we working, everything, whatever we configuring will store in the backend tables team. Even if at all I'm hiring an employee screen team, now I'm hiring an employee. Here I'm capturing the personal details of the employee, last name, first name, title, middle name, gender, date of birth. Whenever I'm hiring team, these all will be stored in the backend table of per person names team. Somewhere I have per person names F. See team, I have one table here by name per person names F. So table name also will be slightly relevant to the section name team, personal details per person name. See, so the schema is Fusion. Okay, then this is the table per person name CF, and here team, all the columns in that table means every field will store in a particular column. So see here team, last name, first name, middle name, title, then military rank. Okay, then we have other components team. See, all these were stored in this backend table team. Okay, this is the table team. Similarly, for other objects, for work relationship, we have other table team. Then for employee assignment, we have other table. For compensation, other table. So everything that we storing in the system, capturing in the system, these all information will store in the backend table. This is one of the table I'm explaining team. But when we come to our BAP reports class in the technical sessions, you will understand detailedly what is database, what are the different tables in different modules we have, and how to retrieve them for building the reports and all. We will see that team. But why you are telling Kumar now? We have something called table type value set, means any existing database table column if you want to retrieve for a field. I'll tell you with a practical example team. My client asking me, Kumar, give me one field called employee relation detail. Okay. Employee relation detail. Kumar, while we hiring any new employee in the system, Kumar, here on the main form screen, identification screen, here you give us one field coming as employee relation detail. My client intention is what team? To Today I'm hiring an employee by name Mr. Rajesh team. Let's suppose Rajesh brother also working in the same company. Rajesh spouse also working in the same company, or his sister is working in the same company, or his friend, colleague, any relation of the Rajesh working in the same company. My intention is to capture that detail. So Rajesh relation detail I want to capture. It means what team? Today on February 26th, I am hiring Mr. Rajesh team. But if these relations are already working, means their person records will be existing in the system, no? All their employment details and all existing in the system, no? So here my client expecting a field and all employee names that should be coming in the drop down team. So whenever HR come to hire an employee screen, go to that field. When HR click on the drop down, all existing employee names in the system should come. I will search and I will assign to that who is the relation to Rajesh team. The requirement is for every newly hiring employee, HR want to capture their relation details. If anyone related to him already an employee of the organization, we have to search them. So I can't create independent value set for this field team because in my client company, 10,000 employees might be working, 20,000 employees data might be there. So do you want me to add 20,000 employee names in the independent value set and tag to that field? It's impossible. And even the data is dynamic. Every day new hiring will happen, new people will be joining. So every time the names I cannot update by going to the value set team every day. That will take a lot of time. Oracle given table type value set team. Whenever for any field you want to retrieve the values from the existing database tables, table value set. This is one of the requirement team. Don't be in the impression in real time also the same requirement client will ask you. Whatever the field from whatever the table you have to retrieve that we don't know team. Now the requirement is this is the field they want here, employee relation detail. When HR click on the drop down, all existing employees in this system, the name should come. How I can build that field? Let me start working with that requirement team. Now let me cancel it. Okay. Now let me create the new field. What is that team? We'll deploy that and we'll see practically team this one. Important this is employee relation details team. Okay. Character. Now the value set I'm defining team here. Okay. Table value set we are defining. TVS I'm giving the name in short. Right team. Then the module core HR. Now see team, when I choose a table, some additional attributes will come here. Table. See, I got this. Here team, if you have to work on table value set means slight basic understanding of SQL is needed. How you will write the select statements in SQL queries team to retrieve the database table, that is required. But in a simplest way, I will show you. No, don't need to worry about that. Table, character, okay. Then team, here from clause. So this is the value set you are defining. From which table? From clause. From which table? So you have to pick up team. I want existing employee names, either last name or first name I want team. So these attributes will store in the table of per person's names F. From this table, from means table, from clause. I have to pass that table. For this, you should know all the tables and views in HCM team. In each module, in which table, which attributes are storing. These all are columns, nothing but front-end attributes team, last name, first name, and all team. So for this, the value set of table type from this table column, which column you want to retrieve, these all are the columns, nothing but every field will store in a column in the database table. So let's say I want last name team of the employee. So I'm selecting the last name. The moment you give the last name, the column properties will come automatically. It's a character type, varchar. Length is maximum 150. It means in the last name field, maximum 150 characters I can insert in this field team, whatever I want here. That is a limitation we have in the system for that field. That you can see team, the data type, maximum characters, okay, the length, precision, everything we have team that. So that automatically will come. So I am creating a value set of table type. From this table, this column value I want. So description, column name, if you want team, you can go with person ID specific if you want. Further you want, you can give team or else not required. Further, if you want start date, end date, validations team. Within this stipulated date, whoever created only that data or any where clause, order clause if you want to write. In SQL, we have right further granular level filters team, where condition, order condition you can give. But simply I'm giving this table, this column, save and close. Okay, save and close. This is how table value set will be defined. Let me create it and show you how it will work. Okay, submit it, save and close. Now the flex field I defined, save and close, deploy the flex field. In the front end, how it will come, let's check it out team. Then you will get clarity from the system. Okay, let me sign out because every time when we do the deployment, we have to sign out and sign in team. Okay. Let me do one more time because immediately the changes will not reflect. See team here. Still it's not deployed. Just a second team. Okay. Now you please see team. When I came to hire an employee, the field came employee relation detail, right? Now see team for that field. When I click on the drop down team, when I click on the drop down, from where these all data coming, Finstorm, El Muhammad, McCallum. See if I give a search, some random search with by name John, I'm searching team here. Okay. All the employees in the system by name John, consisting of JOH, and they all are coming. Or if I search with Kumar, all Kumars in the system. Or if I search with Muhammad, all Muhammads in the system. See team, all employees data I could able to search from where? From where? From existing system table team. From this table, this particular column is getting retrieved for that field. So team, anytime if you are creating a field where you are using existing tables to retrieve the data, this is how team table type value set will be useful to you. See, all employees data in the system, whoever hired, their all last names are coming up here team. So I can choose this employee relation is McCallum, like that team. Example, I'm taking this relationship per person names table I have shown you. But whatever it might be team, table value set concept is that one. In an interview, any question comes from flex field, you should be in a situation to answer it. I have completed covering from all the sites in the system team. There is nothing left out for creating the flex field. How to create a flex field? Yesterday I have shown you from the DFF section. Then through global segment, I have shown you. Then today context value type segments we have seen. Different types of value sets we have seen. Then one more approach also I will tell you. By that I can conclude this topic. See team, for some of the configurations team, for some of the screens particularly, when you be on the screen and when you highlight the flex field team, the flex field section might not be highlighted like this. For example, I will show you team. We all completed these configurations, right team? Locations, divisions and all. See, let's say I'm going to manage location screen team. Okay, setup and maintenance, workforce deployment. Okay, manage locations team. Let's suppose I came to manage locations and I'm trying to create the new location in the system team. Okay, I'm trying to create the new location in the system team. See here, on this page of create location, I want to configure the flex field. So I've been on the screen and I'm coming to the right side taskbar. I'm highlighting the flex field. Any change you notice it here? Nothing. It highlighted already. See, but nothing highlighted. Why? That is a seeded behavior in the system team. In some of the screens, particularly in our configurational area team, when you be on the screen and highlight the flex field, the DFF sections cannot be highlighted team. For that matter, how you have to work, go to the system, setup and maintenance. Okay, go to the system, setup and maintenance. Okay, you search your task like this team. Manage, like our lookups team, how we have the individual tasks available for different screens. For DFF also, we can come and we can search like this, manage percentile disk. So whatever the individual task names for different business objects, they will come team. See, manage legal entity, configurator, descriptive flex field, manage org structure, manage grids. See, manage person descriptive. Now team, on the person screen, let us take example team here. When you are hiring an employee, till now that we are working, right? My client group, new person, hire an employee team. So whenever on the person information screen, in these two tabs, whatever the DFFs we have team, when you highlight them, you can figure it out from here also. The same DFF section team per person's DFFC. If I come to manage person descriptive flex field team, okay, see all DFF sections on the person screen. Here I have C team per person's DFF. Either I can highlight, I can go from here, or I can even go from here, see per person's DFF, and I can configure our flex fields from here also team. So vice versa. If at all the DFF sections are highlighted on the screen, fair enough, you can go then and there and you can configure easiest way. If not, based upon the business object, the individual task name. So in these two screens, whatever the DFF sections, because when you go to next tab team, person address DFF, we have person legislative, phone DFF, citizenship DFF, person people DFF, per religion DFF, ethnicities, email address, see all the sections available on the second and first screen. You can able to check out here team. Similarly, for locations team, I am not getting highlighted. So come here team. When you search with your descriptive flex fields team, you can go to manage workforce structures descriptive flex field team. Okay. Not for locations team, jobs, positions, grades, we can figure out here, work structures. For locations team, you go to manage organization structure descriptive flex field team. We have a task name here. See, here we have per locations DE. If I go here team, for the location screen, I can configure here team. See, latitude, longitude. I told you, these things in reality you won't be finding. Someone created the custom fields. They were here team. See, location latitude, location longitude on the location screen team. So on our configurational screens, when you highlight the flex field, don't worry, you have the other approach team. You have to explore the DFF section. Someone might get a question, Kumar, how come we know which DFF section is on which particular screen? More or less team, the sections will be with the same task names only. And even the individual DFF sections also will be. This is for legal entities team. This is for org structures. This is for grade. This is for person. This is for employment screen. The employment screen. Based upon that only the names also will be there. These things you have to be exploring team. Once you start practicing, you will get all these things team. So that is one other approach that we can configure the flex fields in the system team. So this is about DFF concept in the system. EFF and KFF will talk later when we come to the respective modules team. So common configurations we have in the system, we completed team. Actions, action reasons, lookups, DFF. Again, I'm telling you, they are not only in core HR module. When you go to absence, when you go to payroll, when you go to talent, on every module, these concepts will be there team. Now let me continue after that what we have. So as part of our organizations team, enterprise we have done, divisions we configured, legal entities we configured team. Next, what we have team? Business units. Let us continue from there team. Business units team. So here, whenever we configuring the business units in the system team, we will have two tasks coming up. And here also we have 5-star marked interview question to be noted team. What is that? Interviewer will ask you about reference data set concept team. What is reference data set? Why we have that all? They will ask you. Next, the question will come to you. How you will map reference data sets to business unit? We all know, right, team? For every BU in the Fusion system, I told you, 4 types of reference data sets we will map, I told you, team, in our RDS concept. 4 types for every BU. One job set, one grade set, one location set, one department set. Everyone forgot this topic, right? Practice every day, team. I'm seriously telling this. You have to practice every day, or else you will get carried away in between. Okay. I told you, right? For every business unit in the Fusion system, 4 types of reference data sets we will map. One job, one location, one grade, and one department team. So in the interview, you will get a question team. How you will map the reference data sets to BU? We have to tell team. Whenever we configuring the business units in the system, we have a task available called business unit set assignment. So for creating the BU, we have manage business unit team. So all BUs we will define team. When we configuring them, the next task will be manage business unit set assignment. All the 4 reference data sets we have to map to your BU here team. So whenever we configuring location, jobs, grades, departments under that particular sets, they will map to the BU accordingly team. So let us configure the BUs in the system team. Go to the application, setup and maintenance. Okay. Go to the application, setup and maintenance, and search with a task called team manage business unit in the system. Okay. Search with a task called team manage business unit in the system. Okay. So come here, then go to manage business unit team. Here, you can click on the manage business unit and you land upon team manage business units task. See, as of now in this demo instance, many people will be practicing. You could able to see them, different people, aim, US, something they're defining team. But when you are working in the real-time client application, when you come to manage business unit, nothing you will find here team. It's you, the first people to configure all the clients organizations team. Okay. Come to manage business unit, click on plus icon, then team, you will land upon create business unit in the system. You will land upon create business unit in the system. This is the screen team. It's a very simple configuration team. Just name, location. By this time I told you, right? For all the organizations, the locations you have to be ready, the addresses team. So whenever you're configuring the BU, where is it located that we have to map team. So here I'm giving the name, let's say Tata North BU. Okay, North BU. Then location team. One of the existing in this demo instance I'm using something like Mumbai or something, whatever created, I'm using it team. But in reality, you have to be ready with all your locations to your BU team, right? Then team, here, manager concept system asking for the first time. What is this team? In Fusion system, the concept of manager, you can maintain a different level. At the division level also it will ask, that is just for information team, not required. But actually from here it will start team. See, whenever you configuring the business unit in the system, whenever you configuring the business unit in the system asking you to capture the manager details team. Next team, when you go to department, system will ask you to capture the manager. Finally, positions team. See how in Fusion system I told team certain configurations will override from above level to lower level. Manager concept also like that only team. System will ask at the BU level, how it will work, team. See, in the initial implementation time, we don't have the employees data available team. If you configure these organizations, then client will have the employees hired in that team. So what we will do, first we will configure all the organizations, the employees data from legacy system, we will migrate everything done. Then we can come edit the BU and you can capture the manager details here team. So as of now team, this is a demo environment. I have employees data. I'm searching and I'm adding here team. So some Akash Sharma is there in the system. I'm adding him as a manager. What happens, team here? I'll show you practically. In the front end, whenever HR hiring the employee team, my client group, today HR hiring a new employee team. So the legal employer details HR will give in which legal employer he want to hire the employee. So some person number, some random, okay, some Kishore or something I'm giving team. Okay. First two tabs, employee personal level information team. Third tab, employment info tab team. HR will capture the assignment details of the employee team, where HR will capture in this legal employer in which business unit. In our case, this is Tata Automobiles or TCS team. So here in the third tab team, HR will capture the BU details here. So whatever the BU we are configuring, that one of the existing I will use as of now team. Next team, system will ask in this BU in which position, job grade. And here team, while HR hiring the employee, manager details HR will capture team to the employee. If in the back end, at the business unit level, if I maintain the manager concept team, in the front end, if HR hiring the employee in this business unit team, if HR hiring the employee in this business unit team, automatically the manager concept will be copied here. Akash Sharma will come here team. So if you are hiring an employee in this BU, automatically Akash will become the manager team. HR no need to manually give. The details will copy from business unit. So team, in Fusion system, the manager concept you can maintain at the BU level. If not that, next when you configuring departments, you can maintain team. If not, positions level, you can maintain team. If not, while hiring the employee, HR can decide whom he want to assign the manager to the employee. But if you want that to be automated, from the BU level, you can tag who is the manager to the employees working in this BU. So while hiring the employees in this BU, Akash will become manager to them. So active. Then team default set. So team, we all know in Fusion system for the BUs, the reference data sets we have to map. While you creating the BU, default set, take it as granted. Default set, we will use Oracle delivered common set team. Common set team. After this task, we will go to business unit set assignment. And here we will override and we will give for each object for job, location, grade, department. 4 objects, 4 sets will map. But while you configuring the BU, default set, we have to go with common. Next, when I go to set assignment task, you will understand team how this is working. Just these 4 attributes team: name, location, manager, set, save and close. Like this team, whatever the business units you have in the system, all business units across the legal entities, we have to define the system team, manage business unit. So we'll conclude the topic here for today team. In tomorrow's session, we will continue with the reference data set mapping, then further the departments, grades, these things team. So any questions as such in today's topic, online people?
Hi Kumar, is the value and the description should be the always same or it has to be
No,
different?
voice is very slow, very low, I mean, sorry.
Yeah. When you configuring the global segments and descriptive flex fields in the value set, if you go to manage values, you assign a values and description, right?
Correct.
It should be the same. The value and the description should always be the same, or you can assign a
Same, same.
sentence.
See, description, you can go anything, but the value what you are giving, that will reflect in the UI.
Okay, the description doesn't.
And description doesn't have any impact.
Thank
And Sushma, hi Kumar, in tables value set, how can we add both first name and last name in single field value, because we have so many names. See, that is why in the front end, whatever the attributes we have, based on that only you can able to fetch. Okay, we have one thing here, common field by name. So you have to use this particular column. I use it first name or last name, but you have one attribute by name, which you can see that here, that you can able to use it. And even duplicates, if you want to restrict, whenever you have the order by class, okay, you can make the uniformity condition there. Something like duplicates, if it occurs, it should not come, something like that. So whatever the exact field, you use it. It's not about first name and last name. Again, I'm telling you, it could be any table, any column, exact value you have to pick up. And Noor, I can see a comment here. Is it possible to create dependent table? No, dependent concept is different. Table concept is different. Okay.
And does that get calculated in the payroll?
Trinal, you are asking something. Your voice is at very low pace.
Okay, sorry. Is the every respective field in a core HR does have a table in the back end, right, sir?
Obviously, not only core HR, every module, absence, payroll, anything in the Fusion system, you have a front end screen means back end, there will be a respective table. Every attribute will store in that table.
Could you also explain how these fields will reflect
In
in
BIP reports, we will tell that, as I told you, tables and views.
Thank you very much.
Okay, no problem. Yeah. Right, team, I'll conclude here for today. Let's join back tomorrow and we'll continue. Thank you, everyone, team.